Alright, let me just get this video started. Make sure all the system is working and my microphone is working. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Alright, let me just get the thing set up here and we'll start the video here real quick. Let's start. Good afternoon, everybody. It's meteorologist Invader here with Invader's weather news coverage for May 19th, 2020. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share enjoying content, and hit that bell button and subscribe to our channel for more weather videos and news videos you can depend on. Today's topics we're going to cover is the severe weather today and the coronavirus news across the nation and worldwide. Let's talk about across the nation right now. Quiet weather, rain systems, storms up here in the Florida, South Florida region. Got some rain systems here, storms maybe. And we do have tropical disturbance, post-tropical cyclone author right here out in the Atlantic Ocean. This is now the last advisory of tropical potential, excuse me, post-tropical cyclone author. This is the last advisory from the National Hurricane Center. But yeah, you can see it's all the way over here. You can see where author is right now. Remains of it, but it still have a potential of a tropical storm. Winds up to 60 miles per hour, 50 knots, like we predicted it. In our Invaders Tropics updates on Sunday or Monday, we're telling this has a good chance of winds up to 50 to 60 miles per hour. You can see it's over here in this area. Really entering really warm waters, but will dissipate soon due to all the wind shear. One did not wind shear and the sea surface temperatures being really cooler in those regions, but nothing too severe across the nation. But let's break down the severe weather we're having with the weather and the coronavirus. Excuse me there, I'm just having issues here. Ignore that. Let's begin with the United States cases now. Right now, worldwide cases. Right now, we have over 4,867,415 confirmed cases and over 321, 459 deaths so far worldwide. Right now, the United States is still the highest confirmed cases with 1,550,632 confirmed cases and over 91,582 deaths so far, followed by Russia with the highest confirmed hotspot cases, followed by Brazil, UK, Spain, Italy, Germany, Turkey, and France. We think Russia and Brazil could be the next hotspots, with the high confirmed cases, but they could be the next new hotspots, followed by UK, Spain, and Italy. There could be new hotspots, but you can see Brazil and Russia's cases. They're trending new cases in the last 6 days. They are going up. That curve is flattening. That curve is going up right there, as you can see. We got Iran to follow, India to follow, Peru to follow, mainland China, and Canada will pass China's cases soon. So we'll be on the lookout for that. And China will pass China's cases, and they have a lot of cases there too. But this is no joke to take. You need to be ready. And make sure you stay home. Practice social distancing when you're going out, and make sure you wear a mask when you go out. Follow recommendations from CDC, WHO. Follow recommendations from your state government and your state on advice to what to protect yourself, and be sure to always wash your hands often for at least 20 seconds or more. Right now, new cases over time worldwide. We've seen today's news cases. We've seen confirmed 112, 637 cases. Excuse me, it's actually 112, 637 new cases today. We've seen May 19th, which is today. The new cases over time. We've seen still 4 million cases. The curve is not flattening. No signs of that. Cases over time in the United States, as we're watching very closely across the nation. Bay Area's 2-day break without COVID-19 deaths are ending in the Bay Area of California. And right now, WHO approves call for inquiry into global coronavirus response. We're still watching across top news worldwide. We're watching, but this is just a major breakthrough. We're not seeing a light or hope when this curve will flatten, but someday, some month, or even a year, we could see a vaccine, and the curve will flatten someday, but the curve will go up. There's no hope until the vaccine is here. but we're waiting for a new vaccine to come out with this coronavirus, and this maybe could help decrease the declining of cases. So we gotta be worried what we're expecting in the United States, as states could be new hotspots. We're watching closely. And New York State still leading the highest confirmed cases, and let's talk more about that. New York State is still leading the highest confirmed cases with over 250, 121 confirmed cases and over 22,619 deaths so far. Followed by New Jersey, Illinois, Massachusetts, California, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Texas. We got Florida, we got Maryland, Georgia, Connecticut, all these other states with their confirmed cases and deaths. Let me just scroll down so you can see your states confirmed cases and deaths that you want to know. But here it is. I'm just gonna scroll down, and you can pause the video because I have to move fast through this list. I'm just gonna move slow, show you what their confirmed cases and deaths for each state. So you can pause the video and look at their state's confirmed cases and deaths for your state. And we have to move on because I don't want to talk all this coronavirus stuff the whole time because I want to make this video short as best as I can. Um, Top news for the United States right now from the Washington Post. Coronavirus deaths toll surpasses 90,000 as all 50 U.S. states take steps towards reopening. Right now, U.S. coronavirus death toll passes 90,000, but influential model lowers its predictions. CNN says all states will be partially reopened by Wednesday, despite at least 17 seeing coronavirus cases rise. Right now, America's response to the coronavirus is the most American thing ever. We're watching closely with the curve. Will it flatten or not? There's no signs of that in the United States. Cases over time, we're still seeing the highest confirmed cases so far. No, the curve is not flattening, and the curve for the coronavirus is still going up here in the United States. We did tests conducted yesterday. We did over 338 20 confirmed. I mean, excuse me, 338 20 new tests we did yesterday. Tests conducted in the United States as we're working to ramp up testing here in the United States with COVID-19 coronavirus. We're looking still if there's a new vaccine. Possibly, major companies are working as best as they can to produce a new vaccine. But we will be watching closely if there will be a new vaccine. We will let you know on Invader's nightly news and weather forecast. I mean, Invader's nightly news and weather updates, or Invader's news and weather forecast for tomorrow. But we will let you know if there's a new vaccine uh, soon. But we're just gonna be on the lookout for vaccines and stuff, and to let you know what's gonna happen across the nation and worldwide. Summary: this day one outlook from the Storm Prediction Centers. We do have the primary severe weather threat will be for damaging gusts and a severe hail for over parts of western to northern Montana, but few severe thunderstorms are also possible across the high plains, lower Mississippi Valley, and southeast states. Here's the discussion. And I'm going to show you the day 2 outlook. We do have enhanced risk. Let me check the day 3 outlook real quick. We do have an enhanced risk for tomorrow's outlook. Here we do have an enhanced risk for these populated areas. Day 3 outlook, let me show you that real quick because I want to see if there's any changes or marginal risk or slight risk maybe. We're just looking at that. Then I can move back to the day 2 outlook. Okay, we have slight risk. I'll talk about that soon. Let's talk with the day 1 outlook. Then we can move on to day 2 outlook and day 3 outlook. And we're going to talk about tomorrow's severe weather threats if you especially live in the enhanced risk area. Here we go. So we do have a 2% chance for turning risk for these 3 regions. We have 15% of wind risk here, 5%, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 areas for 5% risk of turning wind risk, 15% wind risk here. Hail risk, we do have a 15% up here, 5% hail risk here in those areas. And let's move on to the day 2 outlook, which is our main concern on the severe weather we're watching tomorrow. Severe weather, especially if we live in the enhanced risk area. Here's your news. Right now, we do have enhanced risk of severe weather tomorrow for these populated areas right here listed, and these populated areas here and here. You can see storms are possible. Severe thunderstorms are likely late Wednesday afternoon and evening across parts of eastern Wyoming and Montana into western Nebraska and the Dakotas, posing a risk for large hail, strong wind gusts, and perhaps a couple of tornadoes. Here's the discussion for the day 2 outlook. Tornado risk. We do have a 2% chance of tornado risk along the severe weather risk region. Wind risk, we do have a 15% here in this area. A big stretch of wind risk extends to 5% here, 5% in this area. Hail risk, we do have a 30% chance of large hail in this area, especially in this area, in the enhanced risk area. You're expecting a large hail risk with the enhanced risk there, a 50% chance of hail here, and 15% chance of hail in that area. You can see this extends here in this area. We do have an enhanced risk of severe weather for tomorrow. Day 3 outlook, we're seeing tomorrow we do have a slight risk for severe weather tomorrow. And the day 3 outlook, slight risk is going to be issued for these areas, for these populated areas right here listed below. We're expecting a slight risk of severe weather in those areas. As you can see, we're expecting thunderstorms may develop and evolve into an organizing cluster across central portions of the higher plains late Thursday afternoon and evening, accompanied by a risk of severe hail and strong wind gusts. Here's your day 3 outlook discussion, and let's talk about the weather models real quick. I'm going to show you. Here's the GFS weather model outlook. Here's the Cape Energy surface cape. So when we're talking about severe weather, especially in enhanced risk, we're expecting some type of energy, all the energy cooling off from Gulf of Mexico, potentially like severe weather drift for Wednesday. That's when tomorrow we're expecting all the severe weather. We're expecting a lot of severe weather in Texas, so all the energy will be here. Probably that's why there's a 2% chance of tornado risk. Nothing too severe. As you can see, marginal tornado risk is possible. Some of these storms on the Cape energy, so we're expecting really weak Cape in this area. Nothing too severe with the severe weather we're seeing enhanced risk. That's why the Storm Prediction Center is giving a marginal severe weather risk, but nothing too severe with that, as you can see on the Cape energy models. And let's talk more about that real quick. With the significant tornado perimeter, we can tell more about that real quick. Let me just pull it up. I think I accidentally clicked it off there. Let's talk more about the severe weather risk and what to expect with the storms. So that's the last part before we move on to ending the video. But I'm just going to show you what to expect with the severe weather here. Here's the HR model expecting all this rain to form over the western parts here, the western northwest of the U.S. As these storms move, we're expecting strong cluster thunderstorms will be accompanied by large hail, damaging wind gusts, and even like probably tornadoes are possible. But we are watching closely with these storms as these move across the U.S. Let me just change sector wheels real quick. Which one was it? It's really hard to identify here. Let me just, where is it? Let me just switch that real quick. This is the area here we're expecting. But yeah, as these storms move on, there's gonna be strong storms here we're watching in this area. Then as we move on to the which sector wheel is this? This is Nordic Great Plains. As these storms move across the plains here in northwest, we're expecting a cluster of thunderstorms. We're expecting along these regions, especially we're seeing them right here, and we're seeing storms in the south of the region, but not too severe of like kind of severe weather we're expecting for most of these areas. But we're watching closely according to the models. We got some storms forming up in Texas. We've seen the day 2 outlook and day 3 outlook expecting clustered thunderstorms there as well. Let's talk about the tornado significant tornado perimeter right here. We're expecting dramatically, overall dramatically, we're not expecting a lot of tornado energy with this area. Some little bit kind of tornado energy in this area, so we're not expecting a lot of tornado energy in that region. Here we're moving to the northwest. We're not seeing a lot of tornado energy, especially in the northwest. We're not seeing that much kind of tornado energy, just a 2% risk of that happening. But we're not seeing that whole ultimately not a lot of energy. We're expecting just a 2% risk. That's why the Storm Prediction Center has given this a 2% risk of some tornado energy, especially tornado energy for those areas. So we better be mindful of that. So we're watching closely. Moving on to the next sector, we're expecting some low turn energy in this area, not a lot of turn energy with this kind of severe weather we're watching. Though in that area too, so we're not expecting dramatically a lot what we were expecting here in these areas. Significant turn perimeter, not too severe we're watching right now. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Let me just pull up the significant turn perimeter. Okay, this is the wrong one here. Let me just pull this up. So we're expecting not a lot of kind of some turning of perimeter energy, but not a lot of going on here in this area. So yeah, there's not a lot of turn energy for the day 3 outlook. I mean day 2 outlook for tomorrow. Enhanced we're not expecting a lot of tornado, but possibly some, perhaps some tornado field tornadoes are possible. But we're gonna be watching in those regions if there's gonna be any tornadoes or damaging winds or large hail. But possibly primary result would be large hail and damaging winds, especially when you are in the enhanced risk area. That's all for Invader's weather news coverage for May 19th, 2020. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share and enjoy our content. And this was me, Argus Invader, with the Invader's weather news coverage. Be sure to join the Discord server today, links in the description above. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at InvaderDiv2RBOX. Thanks for watching, everyone. This was me, Argus Invader, covering for your Invader's weather news coverage for May 19th, 2020. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a fantastic day. Stay safe and take care. See you guys in the next video. That's all for Invader's weather news coverage for May 19th, 2020. Thanks for watching, everyone. This was me, Argus Invader, with your Invader's weather news. See you guys in the next video. Bye.